Hi everyone, Sam Boyd here with Guided Imports. I wanted to show you all a demo of the sourcing report that we use for all clients who participate in our A to Z product service. What we're going to be looking at in this first part of the demo is the validation report. But before, I'd like to preface the validation report with the front page of our report, which is the front page that all of our clients see and is tailored individually towards each of our clients. You see that at the top we have our account manager information, their email, who the client is, and when the start date was. We also list information about the client, their shipping address, phone number, contact email, things like this, as well as what the product is, which can be found over here, the estimated order quantity, and the link if they can provide one to a similar product we can find online. Below this part, we have the product specifications. So this product specifications are the first part that we ask the client to complete after placing the order. And we do this by asking them to complete a product intake form, to provide us with all potential information and all product specifications about the product so we can begin sourcing their desired product. Once we have that information, we try to get to understand the full details of the product, and we list the requirements here. So for the example that we're working with, the leather wallet, you can see that the product requirements are not entirely complex. There's only about 5 of them. But for some products, especially when the time comes where customizations are required, labels, logoing, things like this, you can expect to see the product requirements to be much longer. But for this example, we're going to keep things short and simple as we look at just a basic sample report. Now, once you're ready to view the validation report aspect of this page, you can click on the bottom validation report tab, which is below here where the cursor is. So we're going to click on the validation report, and we're going to be taken to a page that is going to look similar at the top, but towards the lower part of what you see, we have product validation. Now, the first part of product validation is soft sourcing. To give you an idea of why we do product validation, it's to give our clients an understanding of it's to give our clients an understanding of the estimated costs that will be involved during manufacturing and shipping the products. So we do this by reaching out to multiple suppliers across multiple levels of expertise. And by reaching out to all different types of suppliers, we try to build a sample size of what is going to be the minimum cost and what is going to be the maximum cost per unit for the indicated product according to the approximate order quantity that our client requested. And we do so here. So this is after we've reached out to a handful of suppliers and got an idea of what costs can be. We can now make an estimate to determine that when we're reaching out to qualified suppliers, we're going to see prices that are in the $4 to $6.80 range. We also do this so we don't run into factories who are overcharging us or undercharging us, which could both lead to instances that could turn out to be unfavorable to our clients as well as the production. In the next column, you see import information and duty information. So we list the HS code, we list the HTS code. We talk about what the commodity is to gain a better understanding of what the import duty fees are going to be. And then we also indicate the country of origin, which for here is going to be China, the country of import, so we're going to be importing this sample product into the US, and we indicate whether or not there are going to be any import requirements. For this example, there are no import requirements, but in the event that there were import requirements, we would indicate them in this section. An example of an import requirement could be something such as an FDA certification, a UL certification, or even a Bluetooth certification, all of which we would indicate here that it's required, and we would try to provide some type of estimated pricing. Below, we have the estimated duty and import fees. So this is based on the HTS code since we're importing into the US. We try to get a basic understanding of what are the estimated duty and import fees. So for this product, we're going to be looking at a number that's about 8%, meaning that we're going to have to pay an 8% tax, or the client is going to have to pay an 8% tax to import these products into the US. Next, we list the ideal shipping method. And we've indicated that the ideal shipping method should be ocean less than container load. And below, you're going to get a better understanding of how we found that. But before we do that, I want to show you that the Incoterms in the order quantity section. While this sample client indicated that they would like an order quantity of 1,000 units, we also added additional order quantities here, not in an effort to upsell or try to convince them to purchase more, because it's important for us to explain that that's not our position. We're entirely working on behalf of our clients. So anytime there's a situation where we feel as though the client can save money, we will always try to indicate that this is a possibility, but we'll never be put into a position where we're pushing a client to make a decision based on the benefit of a factory, as we're always working on the benefit of our clients. So with the order quantity that was requested of 1,000 units, we also indicate what the cost will be for 2,000 units and 3,000 units, just for a way to understand the potential cost savings, which could be taken advantage of at the time of order or further down the line. Now, we have two Incoterms that we've listed here, which is EXW or XWorks and FOB, which is free on board. Now, since our ideal shipping method is by ocean, the EXW price is not going to make sense, as that's an Incoterm that would not be viable for ocean shipping. So we're going to focus on the free on board Incoterm. So with 1,000 units, the FOB price is $5.28, which is what we've estimated. And as the order quantity goes up, you can see the savings goes down quite tremendously. And this is just a basic understanding to get an idea of how much each unit cost is going to be. And this is also going to be the estimated unit cost that we're using for the sections below. If we scroll a little bit lower down the page, we're going to get to the logistics analysis section, which is found here. The first stage of the logistics analysis is our shipping price table. Our shipping price table is to provide you information on the shipping costs across multiple vessels in order to determine what is the most ideal shipping method for the maximum amount of savings. We're going to continue on with our order quantities of 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000 units, but we're going to show you the cost of shipping via air express, air cargo, ocean LCL, as well as sea FCL. So for 1,000 units, you can see that the shipping price alone for air express is going to cost $2,700. You can see some savings as we go down the line and look at air cargo, where it's $2,400. But then when we move into ocean shipping, you can see that there's even more significant savings of well over $1,000 just by shipping this product by sea as opposed to air. And it's important to indicate this because while air express and air cargo tend to be the faster method, the savings are much higher. It's going to be $1 saving. It's going to be well over $1 savings per unit just by shipping it by sea. Another interesting thing that we can look at is while looking at CLCL, as the order quantity increases, the shipping costs don't increase that much. But when we look over at Air Express, as the order quantities increase, the shipping costs double and then triple. So as we notice CLCL to be the most ideal shipping method, we also notice that there's an incredible amount of savings just by shipping this item by sea. So what we've gone over so far is we've provided an estimated shipping cost. We've provided an estimated FOB cost per each unit across multiple order quantities, and we've provided the estimated duty and import fees. In an effort to put all of these numbers together and give a clear understanding of what the landed costs will be, or what are the final costs that our customer or our client is going to have to pay in order to get their product manufactured, shipped, and landed in their final destination for resale, which for most cases is Amazon FBA. We're going to list this information here as the landed pricing table. So we're going to look at all the shipping methods at the top here, being Air Express all the way down to CFCL, and order quantity here. So for for 1,000 units, a landed price with Air Express is going to be $7,860. Again, as we go down the line, we're going to see even more savings. Even more savings as we go down rows, as we see that ordering 3,000 units might bring in a much lower unit price than ordering 1,000 units. Again, this information is purely for analytical information, or from an analytical basis, and it's being offered to the client so they can determine their best strategy for their business model. But this landed price indicates all aspects of the production and shipping in order to get the goods landed in their final destination. One thing that I forgot to mention over at the shipping price table is we have an additional column that is CFCL. This stands for C, full container load. Because this is a small product and the order quantity is not high, it's not going to fit into a full container. So we've indicated that this method of shipping is too small. In the event that an order is large enough to fit into a full container, we'll certainly indicate the potential cost here, as I'm sure you can imagine the savings continue to increase as you go down to full container load from less than container load. But from here, you have the landed price, you have an understood cost of shipping, you have the product estimated costs, you have import fees, and you have any requirements that we've indicated would be necessary. For this example, we've said no. This giving you an idea so you can validate your product and determine, does this make sense for your order? Do the costs make sense for you to move forward with this order? And in the event that they do, it's important for you to let us know. Now, the final aspect of our report is our comments, and this is the comments section where we try to provide as much information that we've gained from validating your product. Sometimes we're going to ask for additional information that multiple suppliers asked for that we did not get from the specification section. Other times we're going to indicate areas where money or costs could be saved. We're also going to indicate risks or things that we are concerned of, such as if it's a glass product, we might want to add additional measures of protection for package test or additional inspection on packaging, as well as packaging materials. All of these things will be indicated in the comments section that can be found towards the bottom of the page. Now, we add an important note at the very, very bottom of this validation report, which basically asked our clients to fully understand these estimated costs and notify us when they've determined whether or not these costs make sense to them and make sense to move forward, or if they do not make sense and this product needs to be altered or a new product needs to be selected. In the event that everything looks good and the client would like to move forward, we move into the sourcing stage. The sourcing stage can be found here on this tab, and we're going to go over that in a later video. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the validation report. If you do have any questions, please never hesitate to reach out to us. Our email is info@guidedimports.com. Have a great day.